Hello the internet. It is Saturday the 7th of July 2018. I am gonna take my mother's pedal assist electric bike for a spin. I want to escape the wind. It's really windy here right now. So the difference between an electric bike and a pedal assist electric bike, what this guy is, electric bicycles, you turn them on, the engine kicks in, takes you where you want to go. A pedal assist electric bike, you jump on it, you start pedaling, it assists you by giving you a little bit of juice, and then when you hit 20k an hour, it kicks in even more and it keeps you at a constant speed. So you still get the anaerobic exercise because you still need to be pedaling, whereas on those old school bikes with just a simple motor, you get no exercise at all because you can physically just turn the switch and off you go. And that's the same with the electric skateboard, the Evolve GT Bamboo. I'm not taking that because it's too unreliable. It's a little bit sketchy. This guy has a basket for me to put a few things in. I'm gonna take a few drinks. We're gonna head north. We're gonna try to escape this hideous wind. It's freezing cold. I might even get a jacket. This bike is a Merida or a Merida. I don't know how it's pronounced. And it's one of their e-bike Tour 7. I think the 7 refers to the size of the battery, this guy here. The E part refers to the electrics and the bike refers to the bike. I'm gonna get a jacket for this, it's too cold. Hey Siri, what's the temperature? It answered up in my room at the HomePod. That's I wanna know down here. Hey Siri, what's the temperature? Answer on phone. I've gotta go back upstairs to find out what temperature it is. That's Hey Siri, what temperature is it?
It's 14 degrees right now.
14 degrees. Might not be cold for anyone outside of Australia. This is the middle of our winter. I'm a big fat wuss. So with this thing, all you do is turn it on, choose a speed mode, and off you go. It says it's off right now. I'm gonna choose a speed mode here. Eco, normal, and high. Each of those speed modes are kind of what they sound like. Eco is to preserve the battery life if you're going on a really long ride. Norm is normal. G'day Norm. And all that does is give you a normal amount of speed and a normal amount of power. The high setting is the one that I leave it in all the time. When you're in a local area where you're not going to be going far, you get the most torque and the most power from the pedal assist. Got battery life here, duration you've been on there, you got a time up there. That's pretty much all there is to it. You ride this thing like a normal push bike. You've got a gear on this side, you go up through 1 through 9, and off you go, you pedal. Oh, that's forgot to close the garage door. Do you do this where you let it get to a certain point and you try to duck underneath it like Indiana Jones style? Almost got me that time. Now we're good to go.
Right into this world.
I'm just cruising along at 17k an hour. And if I push this to 20k an hour, the engine kicks in and everything's happy. Watch this. 18, 19, there we go. And then you're just rolling along, cruising. Man, it is windy. Wow, well this is where I wanted to come down and check which direction the wind's blowing. Looks like it's coming from the northwest. We have a headland just here, Crookhaven Heads, possibly on the eastern side of that headland, maybe protected from the wind, because right now it's blowing an absolute gale. Damn, did you see that? That wind actually took me. So right down there is underneath, sheltered, it's facing east. You can see all across the horizon the wind and the water and the waves. I reckon if we get down there, we're good to go. That side's rubbish, that's our go. Even though we're out of the sun there, this is my spot to get down for sure. Now, of course, with an electric skateboard, when you get to your spot where you're gonna walk, you can just carry it. Even though the Evolve GT Bamboo weighs a ton, you can still carry it with you. With these guys, you kind of got to do a couple of things so that they remain safe. The first thing that you should do is switch the thing off. Now that's going off, mate. And now you should remove this little controller device. Pretty simple. You lift this latch and you slide that sucker out. Now that thing can come with you. And now the power source, the battery bank, That's locked in there with a key, so you need the key to get that out. So that's pretty safe to leave it. You should take any personal items before leaving the aircraft. Here comes mine. And then you just do what you'd normally do with a regular bike, chain the sucker up. In this case, I'm gonna chain it to this lovely blue park bench with this lovely matching blue key padlock chain bike type thing. And with that key in your pocket, you're good to go. Hey buddy. It's definitely more chilled down here, less wind. Well, this looks like the best spot I'm gonna get here. There's no sun, unfortunately. There is sun on the ocean, but that's gonna be disappearing kind of soonish. We're under this headland here, so this is the spot out of the wind. That's a bit of an rock. There's a better rock over here, actually. Take your pick of the spots in here. It's like a little cave out of the wind. Look at this. This is perfect. In these hideously cold Australian climates, one cannot go out without one's Canadian toque. I do enjoy this toque. This is my day toque, the alpaca beanie which you see me wearing at night. That's my night toque. This is my day toque. It's daytime. That's why I'm wearing the Happy Canadians Canadian toque. Happy Canadian gave this to me. If you want to have a look at his channel, check it out up there. Thank you, Happy Canadian. You're making a happy Australian right now. What little special beverage did I bring with me in my little blue bag of secrets? This is Jack Daniels and lemonade pre-mixed. Now we did the Jack Daniels and dry ginger ale pre-mix in another video. If you want to see that, pow, up the top there, pow. So why did I come down here on a windy day when probably the only thing suitable would be to fly a kite? There are no kids flying kites. I'm not sure why. This is perfect. This is perfect kite flying weather! That's a bird. Well, I do all of my drink reviews in the Great Aussie Outdoors because that's the best place to consume a drink. This particular beverage, Jack Daniels and lemonade, is not one that I would normally go for. I just don't think lemonade is a good mix for a whiskey. That's just me. I'm a big fat wuss normally, but I just don't think. Mind you, I haven't actually tasted this yet, so I can't speak of any, well, my sincerity is just my thoughts until I've actually cracked it, which I'm gonna do right now. All right, it smells nice actually. All right, well, can I get a slice of humble pie over here? I'm gonna need a slice of humble pie right now. This is actually quite tasty. In fact, I think it's a little nicer than the dry ginger ale. Yeah, that really does work. Why did I think it wouldn't work? It's definitely on that sweet side. It's an easy way to consume Jacks. Not that Jack and Coke is hard, or Jack and Dry is hard, but Jack and lemonade, it's definitely an easier way to do this. Yeah, I'll stand corrected. This is not corrected. I stood corrected. And that's after just 2 mouthfuls as well. This is definitely kite flying weather. Just like the dry ginger ale premix, this lemonade Jack Daniels premix falls into that same category of like a novelty drink, and therefore they jack the price up. See what I did there, Jack? In Australia, you will pay $7.20 per can for one of these. That's outrageously expensive for what it is. It's the same lousy alcohol content, 5%, which is 1.5 standard drinks. Now, I've told you about standard drink measures in Australia. How many standard drinks? In this case, 1.5 at 5% alcohol. Now, as I normally do with these beverage reviews in the Great Aussie Outdoors, I've brought a second one, but I'm gonna decant it into a glass so we can actually see what this beverage looks like. I got a feeling the lemonade and the whiskey is gonna make it look kind of almost like a light yellowy color. Probably won't look that great, but I do wanna show you that. Right, okay. Right, I'm not gonna do it, Mark Ensby. How am I going to do this? Let's put this somewhere. I'll put this down here. So yeah, it's kind of what I thought it would be. It's a kind of like a, almost like pea. It looks like pea. Doesn't taste anything like pea though. And it's right about now when I think, boy, aren't you a weirdo, Benon? I mean, you bring a glass, you bring ice, you come all the way into the outdoors to do a drink review. Anyone else that does drink reviews would probably sit at home at a table where it's nice and cozy and comfortable. You put yourself in harm's way in the freezing cold wearing 2 jackets at 15 degrees where it's super windy just to review Jack Daniels and lemonade, but I'm doing it for you, the givers, and also I do enjoy it. And yeah, I am a weirdo, I know that. I don't need the review to tell me that. I'm well aware of that fact. And also, this is actually nicer to me than the dry ginger ale version. I was completely wrong. I was wrong! I thought the dry ginger ale would be the sweet, beautiful. Turns out the lemonade version is nicer. And if I was to buy these, either of those two again, I would certainly buy the lemonade version, which I'm not going to do. But if someone said, I got a gun to your head, you got to buy one or the other, well, it'll be the lemonade one. Put that gun down. Speaking of kite flying, here's something I've wanted to do for some time. Kite surfing. You know what that is? It's like the big parasail with the wakeboard attached to your feet, and you can fang along the beach when it's windy. Now, it's super windy, as you know today. There's a couple of kite surfers right here, and they've seen me up here doing my thing, and they kind of had a bit of a giggle, and they said, we got a spare wetsuit. Why don't you come out and do some kiteboarding? So let's go over and join them and go kiteboarding. Oh, that's we're out of time! I know. I should keep a closer eye on the clock. I'm always running out of time on my own vlog. Hey look, if you enjoy what you're seeing here on this channel and you want to support the content by becoming a financial giver, there's plenty of ways to do that in the description field of this video. And if you want to become a giver on any other level, please hit the subscribe button here. Check out a random vlog there and my previous vlog there. If you want to become a Patreon giver, you can do that right here. I'm early this time, aren't I? I'm early. I can't believe it, I've got time. There's time up my sleeve.